Welcome back to Full Throttle, Marys and Many Gents. And today we're gonna be doing something in the back for this one. But I'm sorry, we just eventually continue this out. But before we just actually continue this out, I'm gonna be following the rules for I guess. We just already using for the rules for already since part 1 at this one. But part 2 in my previous video that I just uploaded already, and because of just I just replaced this video from copyright claims of inside of the garage music that contains a very secret privilege as well. So even because I'm just gonna be starting anyway, so it's completely dark as literally as well. So we have only one Ford F-150 as well. Now I'm just gonna be doing for just starting a company, so I wasn't gonna be able to try to do so, but the last time's video we did for such as very well. After 10 miles of driven, somebody absolutely have for many monies as even possible, but even more of them we just absolutely started for 10 miles driven, so I get still all the way anyways, so pretty possible that we're just keep ourselves for a volume set to 3. And because if I'm gonna be going inside of the garage, that wasn't gonna be making sense. But don't worry, we're gonna be switching to 1, and that does not here for copyrights as well. So let's just turn out the headlights and the morning has come, and press T to enter, and this garage is completely occupied. So looks like we're inside of the garage right now. And it's absolutely going to be Need for Speed Most Wanted. So let's just going to be close enough. And because let's just start with the wheels or rims. So let's just going to be tire friction is always one stock as well. Caliper reflection, the caliper is absolutely always. One thing is going to be pressed it to 0. So even it's going to be okay for literally right now, that doesn't going to be making sense. Or the caliper reflections at about for this one is not working. The caliper colors are pretty available, and it might able to get cost or just gonna be cost for free. And the rims should be able to cost more monies, but only stock as well. So we got only for one things available is gonna be only one stock for free, and the available rims will be Super Turismo, the Volk hull as well for just a little bit for this one. The Volk rims as well. Need for Speed Underground. Wait, I should be able to try to find out for around here. The Gravis. Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna be need to exit customs. So let's re-enter the vehicle and get inside for just as well by pressing the T. And completely occupied for itself, and probably it's gonna be for engine swaps. Oh dear, the wheels just turn it into crazy. So let's just gonna be exiting once again as well. Unfortunately, this is pretty intensely cursed of all vehicles, pretty much. So let's just gonna be pressing T to enter. And is it gonna be work? Maybe it's not gonna be very it. And how see how the vehicle is, it's absolutely gonna be pretty start into normal as well. So starting into these wheels, we got Super Turismo, Volk, Gravis or Gravis, the heart of this for these rims as well. The star of the rim is pretty such as illegal, not cringe as well. The MO5 Need for Speed tires, some kind of an Asian tires as well, but I don't like this one. The Focal tires is absolutely not Need for Speed. It was absolutely for Midnight Club reference. GTP tires that were Need for Speed or Midnight Racing or Midnight Club as well. Spokes that were Need for Speed reference, and another one as well. So which is absolutely going to be using the Panta rims is used for perfect to confirm, and that can cost for $12,300. And another one is Superleggera, which is quite of Need for Speed as well. So, and the last rim is pretty itself most expensive rims will be the XIR. I think for the Corvette, this tire of this one will be costing for 14,000, and it wasn't gonna be the most expensive tires as well. So using for a Need for Speed will be absolutely pretty insane. We have all tires and nothing to exiting around for this one. And we got smoke color. I don't want to do like this one. Rim reflections. And about to going very shine as even possible. You can go wildly shine as even possible by using like this one. So I'm gonna be setting to 0.5 to 0. But I cannot do like this one. The rim color is also available. Remove rim wrap as well. So another one is rim wrap as well. So I shouldn't able to go for wheels as well. This is the engine upgrades, and because this is absolutely for the purchase for this one, and that should really in cost for insufficient funds as well, so not even possible to go on. So we have the silver crate has spawned. I'm pretty not sure that I'm gonna be going outside. The body of the vehicle is car reflection, and about all reflections, not body modifications as well. So the body modifications unable to do like itself. Swap engines, we have vintage V12, R8 V10, the S1, M3E92, the Chiron, Devo Veyron, and many engines is even possible that you can using for engine swaps. But I love pretty such as engine swaps as well. So even I'm just gonna be doing for off, starting to do like this one. So probably not sure if I'm gonna be going back. So let's just cancel anyways, and cannot able to buy something like else. Up next, we're gonna be changing windows or reflections is gonna be making more extremely shiny, because I'm just gonna be keeping always off as well. So the reflection of the window should be a little bit for this one, because I'm gonna be pretty okay. So it's not just like doing so for about as well. As you can see, there was me over here, and there was me, must be the creator. So I'm just gonna be pressing OK, and it's absolutely pretty work. So the window color, I don't need to use this anymore, because if I just gonna be changing the window tint, that should be causing to turn itself legal as even as possible. So the suspension ride height as well. So always gonna be using stock. So as you can be using for race tires or off-road tires, I cannot able to do like this one anymore. The drivetrain is always all-wheel drive, starting in F-150. The rear-wheel drive and front-wheel drive can cost money. And the rate reduction as well, always stock. The weight reduction is absolutely for cost for 14,000. We have already equipped around for this vehicle. And the horn, I will be buying for the MLG as well. So if you just absolutely gonna be to do like this one, the clown, trumpet, musical like this one, an apocalypse, and what is the most of for the expensive like these things? $20,000 for the MLG horn as well. So even because of this only one thing, I don't really think, forget about the license plate, and because of this one, the beam color, I'm not pretty sure that we're going to be used to be. Racing like these things, Ultimate is going to be the most expensive like this thing. Braking is absolutely using for another expensive like these things. And because of this final like these things. And finally, the transmission, you can turn it into race mode, pro, super ultimate, or like to this one. So if I just gonna be turn on the music on, or turn back the sounds on, that should be gotta be containing for about copyright claims as well. The copyright claims ruins like this one, so probably it's not gonna be all like this one. So we're absolutely exiting around for the customs, and I'm not sure, it was already denied once again. So I'm not gonna be pretty possible if before we're gonna be doing for its first race before I'm just gonna be reaching a level 1. So after 10 miles of driving, now let's gonna be up to 15 miles we have driven ever since. As you can see for this way, you can press B to flip over, and probably we're gonna be to do like this one. If before I just absolutely restoring my sound, probably it's not gonna be work. or like this one. So I'm just gonna be going in to this one. So as well, I'm not gonna be trying to do like this one, because even to discover the garage for the first time, I don't really think this is such as the worst idea for this one. So even though I'm just gonna be to do like this very later as well. So I'm gonna be returned back into the dealership, and looks like there must be a police department right behind onto there in the garage as well. So return to dealership. We have already 11 miles driven. So let's just jump out of the vehicle, and as you can see around the dealership, to press T to enter inside of the dealership. So I cannot believe that wasn't going to be efficiently going on. We have owned a Ford F-150. So as you can see, this is the BMW M3 GTR, the most expensive to reach rank number 50 as well. So now as you can see, I'm always been in for all rank 1 cars. I do not believe that wasn't going to be to do like this one. So we have available ranks to unlock to be on level 20 or rank 20. So the rank number 50 should be unlocking Tesla Roadster and the BMW M3 GTR. So when the final thing that you must able to purchase for the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento for $10 million. So I'm about to leave about for this one, and probably before we're going to be end of this video. Now last time's video, that since we got all of this one, and I didn't own everything for just about for this one, so let's just gonna be starting in Ford F-150, the Audi S1, which is I never able to purchase it, because if I'm about to sell this one vehicle, all 43 cars is available, and the game discontinues for no longer receiving updates that the game abandons, and still keeps on updates for bug fixes and removal of these cars. So the Lamborghini removal will be absolutely in the near future as well. We still have available Lamborghinis except Car Dealership Tycoon. So starting in Audi S1, it can cost for $15,000. The Apex Cheruno A86. And the next one is Nissan 180 SX, costs for $20,000. That I'm not gonna be pretty sure that I'm gonna be liking for an Ryan Cooper as well. So even that instantly gonna be reaching up to 150 miles per hour. So the next one that can cost for $27,000, Honda Civic FK2, in for just about for this like this one. Despite seeing this for this plan, we're gonna be buying for the M3 E92, which is probably that I will recommend for just only one thing, for better high speeds in accelerations, braking, and handling consumptions, and about for this one. And probably cost for $40,000 we'll be buying for the Chevy Camaro Super Sport 2016, the Subaru WRX, the WRX STI, which is cost for $45,000, and for $49,000 will be almost $50,000 off using by the Peugeot 205T16. The M346 that can cost for $50,000. This should be able to recommend it to buy this or not. The E92 is way more faster than I even imagined. That I do not cost for this vehicle. So it should be replacing for the E92 or E46 as well. So probably I'm never going to be buying for this for $50,000 anytime. And the most recently banned vehicle in the United States is the R34 Skyline. And because I'm not recommended that I'm going to be buying for this street legal vehicle as well, even it isn't going to be pretty possible as to do so. The Toyota Supra Mark IV that can cost for $53,000, that I just going to be always keeping on buying stock as even possible. The Tesla Model S is not going to be pretty good at top speeds as well, cost for $60,000. Shelby GT350R can cost $63,000. That should be able to try to guess. It's absolutely almost going to be very faster than a Toyota Supra at the same speed as this one, probably. I wasn't gonna be even expected. Or maybe this must be the Ford Mustang when I just gonna be keeping them on recording as well. The Aston Martin Vintage V12 is absolutely that I just officially love about for this that can cost for $76,000. The Audi R8 V10 Plus cost for $95,000 in a range of top speed. It's even possible for more accelerations and braking and handling. And the next one is the Mercedes C63. This is most likely faster than the R34, and because the recently it is going to be the most banned vehicle in the United States, so it's keeping on for this one. And absolutely all cars, the Mercedes G65 AMG, it's a little bit slow, cost for $110,000. The Nissan R35 is cost for $120,000. That is not for a better top speed, is always all-wheel drive and a better acceleration. That wasn't going to be pretty such a good idea. The Porsche 911 GT3 RS 2016, this is pretty good that you recommended. And somewhere in the future, the Chevy, the Corvette ZR1 that I just pretty owned from Ultimate Driving, not itself for Driving Empire as well, so it got eventually removed. Probably I'm gonna be recommended to buy like this one when I was in Ultimate Driving 2.0. The next one is the Ferrari 458 Spectrale, and it's not a better acceleration for this one, and because of this is an actual 200 miles per hour. The Dodge Hellcat Challenger is a almost reaching amount of top speed as well, so possibly for costing $190,000 to $40,000 to $50,000 that I'm just gonna be getting right here. To $55,000 is Lamborghini Huracan LP 610-4, and it's not for a better top speed as even possible as well, so even that is gonna be very better. McLaren MP4 12C costs for $270,000, almost reaching up to top speed. The SLR McLaren costs for $500,000, even for our next thing. The Ford GT17 is cost for $750,000, and $900,000 to cost for Ferrari F50 GT, even a level 4 top speed. McLaren P1 is always $1 million, and as well, this is gonna be for a new plan. The Zenvo ST1 has been removed from Driving Empire. That cost for $1.2 million, $1.3 million using for a McLaren F1. The Bugatti Veyron costs for $1.6 million, even for its better top speed as 250 miles per hour. $1.9500 for this one, for dollars like I say, is Pagani Huayra BC. Lamborghini Centenario costs for $2.2 million. This is not absolutely gonna be costing for $500 as well. It costs for $5 million as well, or $5.1 million is even possible. The Lamborghini Aventador SVJ costs for $2.4 million. Pretty is not exactly how expensive. $2.750 million. That can gonna be going up here for literally using like this one. $3.2 million that can cost that I'm gonna be buying for the Koenigsegg Regera. The Bugatti Chiron, $3.350 for Bugatti Chiron. I think this is absolutely that I already said. The fastest accelerations and about for this for a top speed of level 4. The Bugatti Devo costs for $5 million and $10 million for itself to purchase Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. So 3 of them is locked because all over itself that can cost for all the way for a level 50. So let's now exiting out of the garage, and this will be it for the end of this video for this one. So I'm probably not sure that we're gonna be doing to this once again. Now it's time to reopening back of the volume as well. So this is gonna be the end of this video. So I'm gonna be see you in 15 miles driven as well. So thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe and click the bell. And as always, thanks for watching. Whichever concept signing off. And I'll see you mini lads all later. Marys and mini lads whatsoever. So I think I'm just probably gonna be see you next time until Independence Day.